Hey everyone, it's Seraldo here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Rogue class. Now, Rogue is another one of the base classes. This is the third base class guide I'm doing. After this, it's Healer, and then they're done. Now, you can obtain the base classes in one of two ways, basically. Make your account, or you can go buy it, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Just as a sort of reminder, I'm using the rear version of the class with the old class art, and I'll show you what that looks like now. Looks like this. So old art, they've updated the art. If you buy the Rogue class now, it's the non-rear version, and it will look like this. I just bought the armor to ease up on confusion. They're both exactly the same. They both do the same things. They just look different, and you can get one now and you can't get the other. The original Rogue armor is actually available. You can buy that and look like that if you want, but this is what you get given when you start now. The daggers are just the daggers of war. It's a really cool class. It's really based on evasion. So I'll just get on to obtaining in the enhancements now. Basically, you just join Yoga, and you head over to the right here. You can get here by going to Battle on Town or just directly joining Yoga. And you rock up here and you talk to the Rogue person, Mitria, and you can get the Rogue class, the original Rogue armor, or the current Rogue armor, as well as some sort of daggers to go with your class. For this class, I would definitely recommend just full thief, because its major advantage is the evasion. Now, you think 32% evasion is pretty good. Well, you've got to remember that you actually get a bit of HP back when you dodge, as well as MP. And you also get MP back for striking enemy in combat more effective on crits. By going full thief, you're actually also increasing your haste, so this is really helping your mana regen just by picking the right stats. Very poor spell power. It's got, the enhancements actually add more strength than the class has, but a lot of dex, and you've got more HP than most mage classes, so it's a pretty nice little balance, and the moves really help. But the passives for this are great. You've got a dodge chance increased by 15%, which is immense, and a critical strike chance increased by 15%, which is also immense. There is no rank 10 passive because this is one of the earlier classes. What I will say is for ore enhancements, this gives you a bit of choice. I really don't know which I'd pick. You can really debate this amongst yourselves, but Spiral Carve will really help with the crits. Whereas the health vamp will really be annoying, because if you're dodging heaps and your opponents can't hit you and then you heal, then that just puts them on the back foot, because you've healed and you keep dodging. It's hard to get your health down. You can do a lot of damage with this class as well, so it's really up to you. Both work well. So the Rogue class is pretty cool, but one thing I'll say is a lot of you are going to say, oh, you can crit higher, you can do more damage. Rogue's meant to dodge. Rogue is meant to survive and keep dodging. Damage isn't the priority of the Rogue. The Rogue's meant to be using tricks, not raw damage, so you enhance it according to what it's best at, in my opinion. There are different ways to use Rogue, but this is how I feel Rogue was intended to be used and how it works really well. So we'll get into the moves. Your first is just a basic damage over time for 20 MP. The damage over time is only about 36 at high levels, but that's okay. Once you've got a damage over time stack, that's just guaranteed damage that's coming in. So we'll let that wear off and I'll talk about Opportunity Strike. Now this is a nice little repeatable move. If you don't have any effects on, it does slightly more damage than your basic strike. And that's good. But if you want to use this a bit more craftily, you can. I feel that the spam technique just works fine here. But you can just take your first move, Viper's Kiss, and attack. Now that does actually less. Basically how this works is the less time that's left on the damage over time, the more damage you'll do. So I'll demonstrate now. There we go, 446. Now you can crit easily over 800, 900 of that. Now your third move, Stiletto. Basically, if your enemy's below 40%, you'll do increased damage. And I think this will just be a fair demonstration of it. Start using moves like Opportunity Strike. As you saw, crits of 1.5k are quite easily possible at high levels. Those moves are all very well, but here's where it gets really exciting. You've got Footwork, which is 25 mana, 30-second cooldown, 60-second cooldown here. Rogue's final two moves are very strategic, don't do much damage on their own, it's the effects that count. So you got to figure out when to use these. This increases your haste and chance to dodge by 30%. So you're attacking 30% faster and you're not being hit that much. Rogue's already got a huge dodge rate, so it's very nice. Now, just to show you how all these moves can be sort of used together, I'm going to wait till we've got this guy to about 40% of his health. Now this is why Rogue's a popular class to actually solo bosses with. I'll just have to let it auto attack so that I can actually build up the MP to use this. Yeah, close enough. Oh, good. So we'll go Footwork, Stiletto. I mean, that wasn't the best demonstration. In fact, Footwork's still going. But, you know, you're attacking really fast, and with this, you are attacking a lot more. It's got a better effect on bosses in that combination. It's a really nice class. I mean, nothing particularly fancy in how powerful it is. You've just got to know the combinations, and as you can see, you can get a lot of damage out of this class. In some ways, it's probably a bit stronger than Warrior. And then with the high dodge rate, it's just amazing to use. So, yeah, I mean, the base classes suit different styles of play, so it's really up to you. But there's definitely nothing to complain about in this class. It's very well put together. So that's all on Rogue for now. Healer's up next, and then this weekend, well, the next release, I'll hopefully be doing a guide on the Ultimate Elemental class and the Elemental capes associated with it. Now, hopefully I'll get that out instantly, essentially, but it might take a little bit of earning. If it does, I'll just get it out as soon as I can. Until then, bye.